Hey, folks. I wanted to say a couple words about the concepts of should and must. These are two words that loom large in the mental health community, and especially with CBT counseling. And I think they are rightly prominent because this is something a lot of people suffer from, in and outside of depression, I think. And it's just the idea that there is a list of non negotiable things that you should be doing, or things that you should be embodying, right? Things that should be your identity, things that you must do in order to be a good person, or a success, or worthy, or deserving of love. And often, in the mental illness context, what these things become are reasons to punish ourselves or to criticize ourselves or belittle ourselves. We have this huge list of non-negotiable, imperative things that we must do or be. They're often just out of reach, and they are evidence that we deserve scorn or punishment, or that we're a failure, right? Not being able to do the things we feel we must do becomes part of our identities in a real damaging, toxic way. And they also can stop us from getting the help we need. I know that was true of me. Before I went to counseling, I really disliked the idea, partly because going felt like an admission of defeat. If I seek counseling, if I take medications, I admit failure. And I think that works on this, on the same scale as these shoulds and musts. Almost like, and this is true of me too, almost like when you feel like you're not in good enough shape to go to the gym. You know, this version of me is too far gone to go to the gym. This version of me is too broken to seek counseling or healing. I'll wait until I'm a more acceptable version of myself to seek healing or growth. So then these shoulds, these musts, become an endless cycle of the reason we can't grow, the reason we can't extend ourselves kindness, and the reason we can't step back and take an honest look at ourselves. Because most kinds of growth, intentional growth, require both honesty and kindness. We need to be able to meet ourselves where we are and be honest about our struggles and our challenges and our strengths. And then with that honesty, we need to be able to summon up the kindness to say that, well, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has a list of things they wish they could do or wish they had done. That list is permanent and will always be a feature of being a human being. And once you know that and articulate that, I think that can be a helpful starting place to seeking other kinds of real self-reflection. And there's a cousin to that I think is related to folks who are currently in counseling. And that is, and it was an epiphany for me, and this is one of those epiphanies I look back on and think, well, how didn't I see that before? But that's how epiphanies work. That there are a lot of ways to reframe your thoughts that will help ease mental pain. The epiphany for me was that it only works if those thoughts are true, if you believe them. So I used to throw a lot of what I think is sometimes called toxic positivity at my depression. Life's good, you know, the birds are singing. Why can't I just be happy? That doesn't work. It doesn't work because it's a version of the should must thing. It's a criticism. What works is honesty. Like, wow, I acknowledge it was very difficult to get out of bed today, and I'm proud of myself for doing it. I'm proud of myself for taking a shower. I set an attainable goal of doing 3 dishes, and then I did them. And I deserve to celebrate that. Do you see the difference in being honest in the way we reframe thoughts? Because the should and the must are dishonest. And trying to fundamentally alter your mood with tactics you don't believe, that's also dishonest. So, I just wanted to say a couple words about those shoulds and musts that enter our lives surreptitiously, and the different ways engaging with those concepts and being aware of them can help shape our healing journey. Hope you're doing well today.